Hey guys, Fox Protocol Mining here, coming at you from the Fox Den with a new content video. Guys, in this video I'm going to break down the difference between personal and pool luck and how it affects your profitability. So first I'm going to go ahead and define the term for you. So pool luck explains how many shares the pool needed to find a specific block in comparison to the average number of shares needed for finding a block based on the current network difficulty. And in the long run, luck should average out to 100%. So anytime where you're experiencing luck below 100%, that means that you are actually expending less effort to find a block than the network. If you encounter an instance where your luck is above 100%, then you are working harder than the network to find a block. So low luck is actually very good because that means that you are accumulating block rewards with less effort than the network, whereas vice versa, you have the opposite effect when you're above 100%. So what does that break down to? So let's assume that Ethereum only had 2 miners on it. In total, that's it. And they were both mining solo, working against one another. So in a perfect world, both of them should pull 50% of the reward. However, if you use a coin flip as an example, that's often not going to be the case. Every time you flip the coin, it doesn't always land on the opposite side. You will have runs where you only have heads and you only have tails, meaning that in this instance, one miner would be finding a block more frequently than the other. Now, in theory, over a long enough period of time, that should even out. But that depends on how long the miners actually choose to mine for. So if I go to 2 miners, they actually have a tab that follows their block rewards, just like most pools do. But 2 miners actually shows you the luck associated with the block and the block reward. And to take it a step further, they even break it down by a specific number of last blocks. So you can look at their last 1,000 or their last 64 or even their last actual captured block. So, and this shows you their luck. As you can see, they're actually below 100% luck, which means that they're producing more reward than they would otherwise because it's taking them less effort than the network to find rewards. This is good. This is what you want to see. Now, where does personal luck come into this? Because pool luck essentially just means that this is the effort from all the miners combined, and the pool is finding blocks based on that. So, depending on how your pool pays and depending on how you're mining is where personal luck will come into play. If your pool requires you to find a block before it will actually release a payment to you, in those situations, personal luck will matter, as well as when you're solo mining. Because if you're solo mining, you're not relying on a pool, you're relying on your own hashing power. So if you're seeing positive luck instances in either case, then you are doing very well because you are actually making more money than the network. If you're doing that and you're experiencing periods where your luck is really, really high, where you see 200 and 300%, then you are actually working much harder than the network and you are not getting as much reward. So that's kind of how it falls into profitability. Most pools have taken luck, personal luck at least, out of the scenario by changing the payment system. So, if you're in a pay per share or a PPLNS mining pool, then personal luck really doesn't matter a whole lot to you. You're going to want to look more at the pool luck, which is overall how all the miners are doing, because your payments are based on how well your own pool is doing. And if you're in a pay per share, generally speaking, it won't matter how the pool is doing because you have a set rate that is being paid. That can change. However, in most cases, that luck won't affect you. But if you are in a situation where the pool has to find a block before a payment is made, things like that, then personal luck is definitely something you want to pay attention to, especially if you're solo mining, because it is giving you a really good indication of how you're doing versus the network. So in a nutshell, guys, that pretty much covers it. Luck is not overly complicated, but I do get a lot of people asking what it is and how it impacts you. So it's really just exactly what it says. It's luck. It is how much effort you're putting in versus reward. So I hope this was informative. I hope this left you with all your questions answered. If I missed something or something wasn't explained quite clearly, please hit me up in the comments below, guys. And as always, criticism is always welcome, as I'm still new to this and getting along. But that's it for this video, guys. I'm going to get out of here. This is the Fox Den, and I am signing off.